Welcome everyone to Living with the Times. This Tuesday night and Wednesday is Tu B'Av. It's one of the least known holidays in the Jewish year. It does not have laws of different acts that we can't do, like Pesach or Shavuos or Sukkot, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur. But it's a minor holiday. It's on the 15th of the month of Av. And in the Mishnah of Tanit, it says almost a startling thing. It says that there were no 2 days more joyous in the whole calendar than Tu B'Av and Yom Kippur. So first we'll look at Yom Kippur and ask, what is so joyous about Yom Kippur? We're davening all day, we're not eating, we're not drinking, all the forbidden acts, and we're doing tshuva. But that is the answer. This is coming at the end of the 10 days of repentance, Aseret Yemei Tshuva, and on Yom Kippur we get atonement, forgiveness, pardon. So what could be more joyous than that to begin a new year? Remember, Yom Kippur is only 10 days after Rosh Hashanah, the new year, to feel like cleansed, a new chapter, a new book. Slate is wiped clean. So that is why Yom Kippur is actually a very, very joyous day. So what about Tu B'Av? So in the Talmud, many different reasons are brought of different events that happened on Tu B'Av. For those who are interested in a expanded version of this very short Living with the Times Torah, we'll come to our Fundamentals of Kabbalah class this week or watch it afterwards, where we will delve into it even more. But two of the reasons that are given are that in the generation that came into the land of Israel after 40 years in the desert, there was a one generation law that people could not marry between tribes. Because during that initial time in the land of Israel, everyone's inheritance within the land of Israel and within the tribe was being established. And so the land inheritance by great part went according to the father or the husband. So if there was intermarriage between the tribes, it would lead to some confusion as to setting up the inheritance. But it only lasted for one generation. And we're told that on Tu B'Av, the decree was canceled. Then, for the rest of history, all the tribes could marry together. Another incident that had to do with couples and marriage was, unfortunately, there was a terrible incident that happened within the tribe of Benjamin, and all of the other tribes, basically, I hate to say it, but it was a mini civil war. All the tribes went to war against Benjamin because of this incident. And part of that was all the other tribes made a promise they would not allow their children to marry anyone from the tribe of Benjamin. And again, finally, they worked out their differences. The conflict stopped. And we're told that, again, on Tu B'Av, the decree was canceled. So what does it say in the Mishnah? What happened on Tu B'Av? And actually on Yom Kippur also, even though we usually don't think of it, but this is what they say, that all of the young unmarried women of marriageable age, they would borrow white dresses from each other. So no one knew who was rich, who was poor. And they would go out to the vineyards and they would dance. And obviously, if the young women are out in the vineyards dancing, who is going to follow is the young men. And we're told that many couples made arrangements to marry. People fell in love. So Tu B'Av was called one of the two happiest days of the year. There's another reason that's not brought in the Talmud, but makes a great amount of sense, that Tu B'Av is only a week after Tisha B'Av. And Tisha B'Av is, we'll call it the lowest point of the year. It's a fast day, and we recall all of the tragedies that happened to the Jewish people. And it's a heavy day. And yet we're told Mashiach is born on Tisha B'Av. So the message is, even in the low place, even in all of the tragedies, that from that will come the light. From the darkness will come the light. And so we can understand very much that just a week after Tisha B'Av, there is this holiday of love, of people getting together, of hope and the future. And it's very connected, coming right after Tisha B'Av. There's one other connection with marriage between Tu B'Av and Yom Kippur, is the really, in a sense, the first Yom Kippur, before we even receive the laws in the Torah of what we relate to Yom Kippur, is Moshe came down from Har Sinai with the second tablets of the law on Yom Kippur. So that Yom Kippur was a sign from God that the sin of the golden calf had been atoned for, had been forgiven. And that marked every Yom Kippur into the future. Is a day of atonement and pardon and forgiveness. But it's also the renewal of the marriage vows, we'll call it that, between God and Israel. Because the giving of the Torah was like a marriage. It was a covenant. And the Torah was we'll call it the marriage contract, the ketubah. So when Moshe comes down with the second tablets, it's renewing the marriage concept, the marriage relationship between God and Israel. And so we want to bless anyone who is not married, that very, very, very soon you should find your soulmate, and we should all go from the depths of Tisha B'Av to the heights of joy on Tu B'Av.